All right, let's get serious. Okay, let's really get serious and talk about some math. Monday, we went over multiplication using a variety of strategies, and we talked about the area method. We're going to practice again, and then I'm going to give you some independent practice. So, what I want to stress with this, and I keep hammering the area method, we all do, because you don't have to be good at multiplication or really like a master of your math facts to be able to do it, correctly. Because even though a number like 27 obviously breaks down to 20 plus 7. It can also break down to 10 plus 10 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3. Sorry about my handwriting. It is 6:30. Um, and I know everybody in my class can multiply by tens and by fours and such. So let's go ahead and set it up like that. We'll have our 7 up here, and then we'll have our 10, 10, 4, and 3. And then we can all do this. 10 times 7 we know is 70. And 10 times 7 again we know is 70. 4 times 7, we can use a multiplication chart, we can skip count, but when we get there we'll see that it's 28. You can also use repeated addition for multiplication. And 3 times 7, we can use repeated addition, we can use a multiplication chart, we can use skip counting. But when we get there, we'll see that it's 21. And then, of course, we'll add all of these numbers together. So 0, 0, 8, and 1 is 9. 7 plus 7 is 14. Plus 2, 16. Plus 2, 18. So your answer should be 189. So I've flipped over another page, and I would like to do the same problem without decomposing 27 down quite as far. So if we're going to just break it down to the normal place values, we would say that 27 is what? 20 plus 7, right? Yes, right. So we'll have 7 at the top, and then we'll put 20 and 7 and make our box. Oops. I'm going to 7 down here so it lines up. And then 20 times 7, well, you might know what the answer is, or you might just say 2 times 7 is 14. And there's 1 0 which we know that we have to move over there. And that's correct. 7 times 7, again, repeat addition, skip counting, using a multiplication chart. When you get there, you'll see that the answer is 49. And then, of course, we'll add them together. And 0 plus 9 is 9, 4 plus 4 is 8, and 1 plus 0 is 1. For the same answer, 189. All right, I have turned the page, and we're going to keep practicing. This time we're going to be doing double digit by double digit. So we haven't decomposed both numbers. You can decompose these any way you want. I mean, 15 can be, 6 plus 6 plus 3, or something like that. You can break down any of that. But we're going to do it the normal way, just for the sake of time. So let's get to it. We'll first decompose 15 by the tens place and the ones place. We know there's 1 10 in 15. So 10 plus 5. Excuse me. And 39 we can decompose down to 30 plus 9. And then we'll set our box up. So we'll start with 15 on one side. And we'll put 30 and 9. And we'll section that off as well. All right, so we know that 10 times 3 is going to be 30. But we all do know that 1 times 3 is 3. And then we have a 0 here and a 0 there, which we'll just add on. And that is the correct answer. And moving forward, we also know that 10 times 9 is 90. Or 1 times 9 is 9, and there's 1 0, which will give us 90. Let's see, then we have 5 times 30. Well, we should all be able to count by 5s at least to 15. So 5, 10, 15. And again, there's 1 0. So, and 0. And then 5 times 9, if we skip count by 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And then what's the next step? Hopefully you said we had to add all these numbers together. it's an important step to remember to make these place values line up. You will get a wildly incorrect answer if you do not make the place values line up. The place values must line up. What did I just say? The place values must line up. Good. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 5 is 5 plus 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. Plus 4 is 18. And 1 plus 3 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. For an answer of 585. All right, everybody, let's review what we've done. We have remembered that we can use the area method to break numbers down into very small figures if we need to. Just remembering to multiply and put the numbers in each box, whatever we have decomposed, to multiply each number by the other factor and put the numbers in the box and then add them. And then doing it the normal way, again, we remembered to decompose. We remembered to multiply the factors and record the numbers in the boxes with both figures. Double digits here. Remembering to decompose both sides. Remembering here that place value must line up. And then I went ahead and made some independent practice for you. I kind of walked you through a little bit. I set this problem up, and then I have done everything but actually do the math. You see, I wrote the problem, I decomposed it, and then I went ahead and set the box up for you. I did not do the answers. The next step would be that you take these numbers here, your products, and you add them together. And this would be your answer. And when you are adding, when you've reached this step, it's important to remember that your place values must line up. And then I've done the same. Something more of a guided practice problem for you. Again, I've set up the problem, the boxes. I've decomposed the numbers for you, giving you steps to follow. And it's important to remember that when you've reached this step, when adding, that place values must. And then here, I've given you two problems that it is on you to set up all by yourselves. And just one reminder, when adding, place value or your answer will be wildly off. Give it a try. Attach it as an email and send it back to me. I hope everybody's doing well this morning.